Hi, welcome to the weekend episode of Stories at Work, episodes where I've been telling you stories to help you build your story bank. Today's story is about Steve Jobs. This is when Steve was at school, and up the street where he lived, there was a neighbor who was a grumpy old man. Most of the kids were afraid of him. He was around 80 years old, a widower, and he looked a bit scary. But Steve had a relationship with him because Steve had a few times mowed his lawn for pocket money. One day, as Steve was walking down the street, the neighbor called him in, took him to the garage, and in the garage showed a dusty rock tumbler. A rock tumbler is really a contraption where you put in a few rocks and then put some grit and turn it round and round in order to tumble polish rocks. So he showed him the rock tumbler and then took him to the back garden, and they collected some ugly common rocks. When they brought it back, they took the coffee can which made up the rock tumbler, a can, a motor and a rubber band. They opened the old dusty coffee can, put the rocks in, put some liquids in, put some abrasive grit in, sealed the can and turned the rock tumbler, which started making an awful lot of noise. He then told Steve, "Come back tomorrow." The next day when Steve reached, the rock tumbler was still turning, still making a lot of noise. The old man put off the rock tumbler, opened the can, and poured onto Steve's palms some beautifully, amazingly polished rocks. Steve uses this metaphor for when he talks about teams. He thinks it's a lovely metaphor about teams which have got together for something they are very passionate about. And when they do this, then through bumping against each other, creating a bit of noise, having a bit of argument, maybe even some fights, they would bang their ideas against each other, and that will shape them, polish their ideas. And as a result, you get beautiful, shiny outcomes. What a powerful metaphor. When can you use this metaphor? Well, when you're setting up teams and you're telling the teams that if everyone agrees with each other, then their ideas are usually going to pass like a ship through the night. It is when talented people get together, discuss their ideas, argue their ideas, collaborate with each other, maybe fight a bit, make a bit of noise, rub against each other, that great ideas are sharpened and great products are born. That's when you can use this story. A story about collaboration, conflict, and teamwork. Hope you enjoyed this story. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of these episodes, and join the WhatsApp group. The link is below. And that way you can download these episodes and share it with your teams. I look forward to seeing you next weekend. Thanks for watching.